Alright guys, I'm sorry that I did the time lapse too fast. Just watch and try to see what you can. Guys, I'm at a reptile show right now, and this guy's like, if he gets too close, he will get bit.
I wanted to bite him so bad.
No, thank you.
Oh man.
I think you can see from here.
I hope good. The snakes are cool, right?
Oh yeah.
Still on it for a long time.
That's what I was talking about.
Snake doesn't look like much to you, like a little gopher snake or a king snake or something. But one bite from this little guy can kill up to 100 people. This is the world's most toxic snake. It is an inland taipan from the outback of Australia. They are 8 times more toxic than number 2, the Belcher sea snake. And their venom does a whole lot of really cool things to you all at once. It has a very powerful vasodilator, so your blood pressure drops. Then another part of the venom is making your aorta and all your arteries very, very leaky. Another part of the venom uses up all your coagulants, so you bleed from everywhere. And just in case you might survive drowning in your own blood, it has the most powerful presynaptic neurotoxin snake on the planet.
What did I sign up for?
It also has an extremely potent postsynaptic neurotoxin. So all that gobbledygook that I just said, that means if you get bitten, you're in real trouble. But interestingly enough, a friend of mine that works with antivenom development in Australia tells me if you're bitten by the snake and you get the antivenom within 4 to 5 hours, be careful, Zach, I don't have any. You're going to be just fine. So you've heard stories though about 100 pacer snakes, 2-step snakes, all that kind of stuff. Well, that's it. They're just stories. If this can't take you out in 4 hours, what's going to do it? So the only way that you can actually die almost instantly from snake bite is to have an anaphylactic shock reaction, like a bee sting. You get bitten, stung the first time. Okay, the second time it could kill you if you develop an allergy. It's the same with this. If you've never been bitten or you don't work with them, you're not going to die instantly. Get antivenom, you're going to be fine. To emphasize how important it is to just get antivenom and not do anything stupid, before I moved out here, there was a guy that got bitten on a big toe by a timber rattlesnake. He freaks out, runs in the house, gets a shotgun, shoots his toe off, and bleeds to death on the way to the hospital. A very well-earned Darwin Award. You want to stay in the gene pool?
So delightful.
Wow.
It's that simple.
Wow.
Now, these are important in the wild. They eat plague rats, which will take the head off of most other snakes, and they eat bandicoots, which feed on snakes. But the best purpose for an inland taipan, let's all face it, I know you guys want to borrow this as a stocking stuffer for your ex.
That'd be cool.
Oh my gosh.
This guy is super child friendly.
So child friendly, and this is going on YouTube.
Okay, the next snake I'm going to bring out, I want to talk a little bit about it first, the western diamondback rattlesnake. Arguably one of the most dangerous snakes in North America for a few reasons. Number one, they get to a very large size, and they have a lot of venom. They are pit vipers. They get that beautiful 3D infrared imaging. They have the really long fangs. They're going to sink that venom deep. They're very nervous snakes. They're very apt to bite. And they have a wide range of threats. All the way from
So delightful.
There's like 3 of these in the room.
California.
In the tank.
Most people bitten
there
every year by snakes are bitten by this particular species. Now, a lot of you have probably heard, how many have heard that it's better to be bitten by an adult than a baby snake? Okay. If that were true, and it's not, if you apply a little logic test to this, you'll see that it's crazy. You want to be bitten by something with a head the size of a dime or a grapefruit. Just think about that a minute. Okay, the idea, of course, behind the myth is that baby snakes can't control their venom. That's not true. All venomous snakes from birth can control their venom, and they control each side separately. And they have to do this. This is how they get their food. So if a baby snake bit a lizard, the lizard ran off and a crow ate it, he can't wait 2 weeks for a new venom charge to try again. So whether it's a defensive or a feeding strike, they give the minimum amount needed to get the job done, every time. A lot of you have probably heard that you use the rattle segments to tell the age of the snake. That's not true either. Baby snakes might shed 3-4 times a year. They add a new segment each time. And as they get older, they shed less and less. After they get about 8 or 9 segments, they start breaking off due to wear. So they're not going to replace them as quickly. So you cannot use that. The rattle doesn't have anything inside. There's no beads, no fairy dust, no poison. It's just loosely interlocked segments, vibrate at a very high rate, one of the fastest vertebrate movements on the planet, and they can do it for up to 3 hours without fatigue. Now what I want to do for you is demonstrate the speed of the strike. Keep in mind that some of these species have been clocked at up to 60 feet per second. That is really, really fast. And think about all that's going into this. They got to open their mouth, rotate the fangs 90 degrees forward, bite, control the venom flow each side separately, and back in an instant. So this snake absolutely loves me, I guarantee. No, actually it hates me.
It's gonna pop the balloon.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's just a little guy.
yeah, this is a baby.
Right.
Oh, sorry guys.
So let's see if he bites. He bites. And that quick, he would have delivered probably a lethal bite. Especially this guy, he hates me. But anyway, so after all you just heard about venomous snakes and what you see, you probably think, why would we want these on the planet? Well, what you probably don't realize is how many millions and millions of lives are saved every year from the medicines derived from venomous snakes. In 1981, they developed captive krill. Worldwide, every year since 1981, millions and millions of people depend on that drug to stay alive. It's used for congestive heart failure, kidney failure and diabetics, and hypotension. It comes from the lancehead viper in South America. Well, I told you these guys have really large venom proteins, so you can't synthesize that whole molecule. You can't synthesize that whole molecule in the lab. So what they had to do was figure out exactly what part of the molecule was doing what to get the effect they wanted. When they did that, it revolutionized the way all pharmaceuticals are made to this day. They're more targeted, there are far fewer side effects. Thank you, venomous snakes. Millions and millions of people are alive because of that. If you know somebody has multiple sclerosis, they may soon get a medicine from that cobra that I showed you. If you know someone that gets painful blood clots in their legs, they call it deep thrombosis. They probably take an echistatin from the sawscale viper in the Middle East. If you know someone, well, here's one. They just found something really cool in copperheads. Worldwide, breast cancer is a huge problem for ladies. It just happens that the copperhead from the eastern United States has a part of its venom that prevents cancer cells from adhering to your body's matrix, so the tumor dies. Do you think there's any value in that? So anytime we wipe something like this out, we're maybe killing ourselves or someone we love by not getting the medicines that come from these creatures. Thank you all for coming to Reptilian Nation. Stay put, Brandy Blue's coming up with some really fantastic critters.
That was so delightful. Guys, it's me, Felix, from my channel. Felix the Reptile Kid. Not right now. And, well, I'm at a reptile show right now. And, we just saw,
oh, sorry.
really
Exit this way, please.
Okay. So, we just saw a really cool, venomous snake thing, and that was really cool. So let's get started. I know it's a little loud right now, but I have a little bit of a surprise for you
You hear
guys.
that, Mark? He's setting up a shop with a bar in it too, so you can go check out reptiles and stuff and your beer.
All right, one sec. Hey, Daddy,
In Vegas.
can I see him? I want to put him on film.
In Vegas.
This is my new little friend.
That's very, very traumatic.
We haven't thought of a name yet, so if you have any suggestions, just leave it down in the comments below. And
Cool.
I got a new friend.
You want to hold him and we'll bring this for the car in?
Yeah.
Ah, it's so cool.
All right. See you guys in a little bit.
Take
Bye.
care.